Why the fuck do we even... What? Who moved the thing? Who moved the thing that I used to do thing? There's just a fortune cookie over here. Somebody straight up just left a fortune cookie. Does anybody want it? Hello again. So I don't know if you follow me on the tumbles, but at around midnight I started making weird text posts because I'm tired or drunk. And last night I was both and wrote this big long thing about what it was like to buy games in the early 90s, which was horrible. It kind of brought me back for a minute because when I looked up Funkoland to see if they had like a really stupid like slogan that I could throw in there as a joke. And I found this training video that they use that's horrible. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, I have crazy person hair. I feel like I should be on an episode of Animal Hoarders. Ever since my wife died, I just been keeping the rats fed. You know, sometimes I eat up my toes while I'm sleeping, but it makes me feel like someone's with me here in the house. I just started thinking about, like, the jobs that I've had in the past. And honestly, like, employment really sucks in low-end, like, retail jobs. It's never been good. I've never had, like, a really great experience in low-end jobs. It's always, if I'm not making more than, like, $12 an hour, I feel like shit most of the time, because I feel, like, completely worthless. So I just started going over, like, all the jobs that I've had. And I've had, like, a lot of weird jobs over the years. I was a party promoter for a long time, and that was, like, raves. And like techno parties and woods parties, and that was ridiculous. But before that, my first job ever was working actually in a Christmas tree lot for a Boy Scout troop. Troop 69! That was the actual troop name, was Troop 69. Oh, bad times. The Troop 69 Christmas tree lot really kind of inundated me to why it sucks to work places, just in general. So what you don't understand about a Christmas tree lot is that guy who has to like help you all the time, that there's like always that one dude, right? He's got like the like lumberjack gear on or like snow shit, and he's just kind of sitting out there looking really bored. And he tries to help you, but here's the thing: he wants to help you find a tree, but he knows what I know, and that's the first fucking tree you're gonna see as a family unit you're gonna get. But that's never how it goes. There's never, like, the people who come in and they're like, oh, yeah, oh, good. Oh, this tree. It's fantastic. And I want it, and we're done. What they always do is they come to that first tree, and they're like, oh, this tree's really good. But if you look down here, the pine needles are a quarter of an inch too thick for our living room. We can't really, no, I don't like this one. So what they do is they, like, drag your ass all over the fucking tree lot. They drag it fucking everywhere. It's like you have to go and look at every fucking tree and be like, oh no, this one's got a dent in the back, and this tree's dying on the top, and this tree has a small colony of gnomes living in the middle. We can't use that. They're Keeblers, they make cookies. And like 40 minutes after walking around, and it's fucking cold out because it's like November, December. Fucking, and like you have to walk around all fucking day, and it's freezing as fuck, and there's snow everywhere most of the time, and if it's not snow, like this was in Sacramento, and if you like realize that Sacramento in the winter is like a flat plain surrounded by mountains, that shit gets cold. It's cold as fuck, and Sacramento gets like so cold that the grass freezes in the mornings in like the months of November and December. So it was fucking cold. I was a little kid, and what you don't know about me was that when that was happening, I was in middle school. From middle school up until about my junior year of high school, I was like 4 feet tall. I was tiny as shit. So I'm like this tiny little fucking gnome man. I couldn't lift a tree. I was like 80 pounds. And I'm supposed to help people carry trees out to their car? It's a tree! So after realizing after the first like few dozen families that they always come back to the first tree. It's like they make you dick around in the trees for 50 minutes, and then at the end they always get back to the first tree, and it's like they never saw it before. Like, oh, this tree, wow, it's perfect. And then they always buy it, and you're like, well, we already saw this one, but if you want it, then that's fine too. Some of the families were like kind of depressed. They would come over and be like, well, I guess we'll take this tree. I guess. Yeah, I don't want to go to another tree lot. So what I would do is, because I was so small and because I had Pokemon Blue with me, I would just, or no, Silver was out at the time. Oh, Silver, when that shit came out. Anyways, I would take my Pokemon Silver, my little Game Boy Color with the clear plastic case, which is now in the possession of my ex-girlfriend, and I'm never gonna get it back because that was spoils of war. Oh, and she got a bunch of my N64 games too. Oh well, they're all easy to buy again. like it's gonna be hard to reacquire a copy of Rocket Robot on Wheels. But what I would do is I would hide. So the trees have like the way that evergreen trees. I think that's what they are. Christmas trees. They're evergreen trees. They're little. They're not mature. They're like immature. They're immature. They have food fights in the cafeteria. And I would hide underneath the evergreen trees and play Pokemon Silver and just light it up with a flashlight so I could see what was going on and then play with one hand. And it was so jank and awesome. And people just thought I like went to the bathroom. The whole troop was like, "Where did Jared go? I probably went to the cake store." I'm going to be doing another one of these very soon on October 2nd because Resident Evil was it was a profoundly strange experience playing Resident Evil. And I'm not going to say why, because I can't. Capcom sent over this nasty rider, like this fucking intense rider. You know, we're only supposed to use 5 minutes of gameplay footage in our review, like, there's very specific guidelines over what we are and are not supposed to use. Like, I can't use cutscenes, for instance, and I just have to like not use cutscenes. It's an intense rider, but you know, it's whatever. So when we put out the review, I'm also going to put up another video around that time. That's the 2nd, so I think IndieCade is happening then. And also I have meetings all day, but I'm going to try to get one up anyway. Is IndieCade up then, or is it the 4th to 5th? I don't even remember. But I know that I have meetings that day, but I'm going to try to put one up. Because what I have to say about that game is more, like there's going to be more of it than I can fit into like a 5 to 6 minute review. Though it's gonna be funny, like I know that for a fact. So you should watch it because it will. Like I had an interesting time with Resident Evil 6, and yeah, you're gonna wanna. Yeah. So I think that's it for now. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands 2 lately. I'm holding on to the copy right now because I want to and I get to as the reviewer. If I want to take the copy for longer than I'm supposed to have it, I fucking can. And I kind of would like to play with the multiplayer. If you're in true Vault Hunter mode and you're trying to get from I'm level 40 right now. I'm playing a Siren, so if you are playing any of the other classes, especially including the Necromancer, if you got the edition that came with the Necromancer early, I would really like to play with you because I want to see how that chick works. But if you want to play, go ahead and I guess you can just PM me your gamer tag it's Xbox Live. So if you're playing something else, sorry. But I do want to play a couple of rounds with somebody. So just send me your gamer tag, and I guess like first come first serve. I'll play with you for a while. And I do have my headset now. It's kind of broken, but I will totally make jokes at you and with you, and you can make jokes at me, or you can tell me that you hate my reviews. You can tell me that Dead or Alive didn't deserve that 8. And that the 1 point difference in Tekken and Dead or Alive that is ruined your life, and you're going to kill yourself. I really like those comments. Those are great, by the way. The 1 point difference, very upset. You want to know why Dead or Alive got the 1 point difference? Because if you've never played Dead or Alive, you can get into it really fast. You can do stuff. And if you're playing Tekken for the first time, you fucking can't. Both games need to kind of up their game, honestly. They've been doing the same thing for, like, decades now. And if you want to do better, then make it more accessible. And Dead or Alive did, so they got another point. They're an 8. Sorry, Tekken fans. I'm a Tekken fan, too. I like Tekken better than Dead or Alive. But I have to be objective. So, sorry. So yeah, I will see you guys on the 2nd. Be sure to stay tuned on the TGS station for that Resident Evil 6 review. It is the greatest review I have ever written for anybody, in my opinion. and I didn't even know what I was gonna say. Anyways, peace.